Hello, people. It's a pleasure to have you again. It's a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. Today, we have a very special and wonderful guest that will be sharing with us from our own experience. A very young person. Interestingly, we've done a lot of interviews for technology-based business, but today we'll be taking a detour to a traditional um, business, and we'll be looking at how she's run so far so good and taking some lessons from her. This is a good time to train a very quick quiz to every one of us out there, and I want you to respond. If you're watching live and even after this live show, please put in an entry. Thank you. I want to know the difference between a startup and a small business. In your own opinion, let's share and um, let's just share. Okay, so I want to see your input in the chat. I'll be dropping the question in the chat as well shortly, so please do. So without much ado, I would love to introduce our wonderful guest today to you all. Her name is Catherine Orekoya. She's a graduate of that's mass communication from the University of Lagos, Unilag. She's a business-oriented person, apparently. And then she started her chocolate retail brand in her third year in the university. And after graduating from the university, she officially launched her own chocolate retail brand called Rhine Chocolate and Treats. Okay, she's already currently on course to becoming a fellow of the Association of Digital Marketing and also a fellow of the Chartered Insurance Institute. You are powerfully welcome to today's show, Catherine.
Hello, good evening. How are you doing?
We're good, and it's a pleasure to meet you, and it's a pleasure to learn what it is that you are doing. So a couple of questions will go straight to you, and I hope that our audience will be able to pick one or two things from some of the things that you share. And by the way, I will confess, I've had some conversations with her on the background, and some of the things that she said, I had to tell her that please, when we get online, ensure that some of these things that you've told me, let's remember to say it again, because I believe there are one or two persons on the show today may benefit. So, Catherine, why did you start that business? Why did you start the business?
Okay, I started because I was bored, one, and I needed a side hustle, aside school, aside my program I was going, I was running my CIN while in school. I needed something to get to feel actually busy. So I started with, let me just sell. And over time, I constantly tried to build my brand to what it is. And then I make sure what my brand is yesterday is not what it is today. I keep on working tirelessly to improve on my brand. So I just started with, let me just see how it goes. And it became a hobby and to what it is right now. Yes.
Okay. So I read that you started from school. So
Yeah.
tell us about your experience while you were starting this business up in school.
Well, backstory. While I was in year three, I went to my friend's hostel. Her name is Ayenfe. She was in honors hall in her year three. So one random evening, I went to see her, and I saw one girl hawking chocolates in small quantities from room to room, and then I even patronized her, and that was it. And that was second semester. She was actually graduating from Unilag as well. So when I got into year four, we resumed for February. And then I'm like, what do I do? What should I do? Because in year four, we were going to have reduced amount of courses. So I decided to just pull out my savings and, okay, let me just give it a try. And then it started with me selling from room to room, hawking chocolates, then in the hostel in Fagonwa. They call me chocolate girl. Every evening I pick up my box of chocolates. I just hang it on my neck and then I just walk around the hostel. Good evening,
Wow.
girl. And in the department too, because selling as a student wasn't allowed in Unilag. I had to code it to sell in the department. I started from hand to hand before I evolved to WhatsApp. Let me start from my immediate contacts. From WhatsApp, I moved to Twitter and then Instagram, and I, I that was it. That was how I started basically, and I was just trying to just provide value, not like I wanted to sell. Let me just provide value. Oh, okay, I need chocolate. Okay, let me give you value for chocolate. So that was it basically.
Wow, interesting. So if you can share and if you can give us hints, like how much, how much did you start with? How much in terms of did you start with, and then when you graduated, what's the worth of the business?
Well, while I was in year four then, in 2019, I had about 20 something K in my savings, and I told my mom what I wanted to do, and then she's like, show my musha. And like, one thing about me, I like to hype myself so much. I'll be like, nah, ring, I go run out. That's like my personal slang, that's my personal motivation. So I'm like, it's me, I can do it. And then I'm like, okay, mommy, what's up? Or how do we go about this? And then she took me to places to meet suppliers. And that was it. So back then, I yanked down my savings. My savings then was about 20K or 20 something K. It wasn't big 20. And then I remembered I started with 19K. You know, I just bought those ones. I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. And when I got to the hostel, I started hawking from room to room, you know, started selling in budgets. I was selling in variants. So when you want to buy, I can just ask you how much is your budget or how much do you want to spend on chocolate? And I just mix varieties for you. I had a branded nylon, then I'll just hand it over to you, and that was it. Then I moved on to WhatsApp where people started ordering for people. I also got a lot of referrals from WhatsApp too. You know, people want to send chocolate to their loved ones. People want to like anonymously send chocolates to their loved ones, to exam packages, test packages. You know, I felt like I was in the right place at that time. You know, guys that would want to impress babes. You know, they would just call me. Can you deliver chocolate to my babe at XYZ hostel rather? And that was it. That was it.
Interesting. It's interesting to note that you actually used WhatsApp business to actually increase the reach of your business. And was it significant? The improvement that came to your business as a result of using WhatsApp, was it significant?
No, then I wasn't using WhatsApp business. I was using normal WhatsApp. So it was basically just my contact. And then I had to manually respond to everybody. And like now that WhatsApp business automatically responds to all my chats for me. Now I had to manually talk to each customer to curate what they want. Oh, okay, I don't want this, I want this, I want lots of tweaks, I want lots of Maltesers, I don't want bounty at all. I don't want sneakers at all because there are some people that don't like nuts. So I try to adequately curate to each person their own preference. So you don't have your own chocolate and then you start giving it out because you don't like a particular type of chocolate. So that's it. So I was using just normal WhatsApp before I moved to Twitter. Then from Twitter, after a while I was leaving school in October, I paused for a while because I didn't see the business going forward. But then my friends saw it because they saw my potential. I attended about two trade fairs while in Unilag, and then it was awesome. Although it wasn't excessive profit. I kind of broke even in those trade fairs, but then it made rain come out more. Now many people knew rain through the two trade fairs that I attended back then in school. I think campus tech fest and whole week trade fair. So, and that was it. My friends believed in the brand more than I did while I was about finishing it because of the school factor. Because I'm like, who would want to pay delivery charge for just chocolates that you can go to a supermarket to buy? So when I got home, it was December, and I was just scrolling through Instagram one day, and then I just saw a random page with branded box and chocolate. And I'm like, whoa, did I really stop this business? And then I went straight to Twitter. I did a business survey. Now on Twitter, there's something they call polls. Now I did a poll of varieties of questions to let me know if I come out to this business, I would actually do it. And then the polls were they were very exciting because things I didn't expect. One of the questions I asked was, what's the lowest you can spend for chocolates for somebody? And then like about 50 something percent of the responses was about 5K. And another question I asked, what is the highest you can pay for delivery fare within Lagos? And then I was seeing some responses like 3K, 4K. I'm like, really? So someone can actually buy chocolate of 5K and then pay delivery charge of 3K. So it kind of gave me motivation and then insight to know what I was doing. Because anything I want to do, I make sure I do a proper survey first before I just embark on it. So the survey was insightful. It made me know what I was doing. So it was few days to December end. I think 10 days to the 25th of December, when I just woke up one morning. I yanked out my savings again. I save a lot. I yanked out my savings again. And then I think my savings then was about 40K or so. I had to take a loan from a friend. Since I had my suppliers already, I just went straight to them. I picked what my 40K could pick. It wasn't enough. It wasn't adequate, but then I did. And I made my boxes. Then I made 50 boxes. I started with 50 boxes then. Then I closed for the year 22nd. I started 15th of December. Yeah. I closed for the year on the 22nd of December 2019. I'm talking about my rebranding. Now, the 50 boxes I made finished under 10 days. It was just 2 remaining. So I sold 48 boxes within 7 days of the last period of the year. And it was more like a gift. Oh, Christmas gifts. And then it was Christmas time and then a season of giving. Someone would want to order about 6 boxes just to share for his colleagues at work. Someone wants to order like 3 boxes for her siblings. And then I was like, wow. So under 10 days, I could actually sell 50. Like I call it 50. Even though it was remaining 2, I still feel I sold 50. And that was it. Then when I came back from the Christmas holiday in 2020, I did total rebranding. I increased the number of boxes. I increased the number of I increased my purchase amount because obviously I made gain. So there was an increase, a massive increase in everything I was doing. My branding items were all intact. Then because of 2020, again, COVID happened, and COVID was the time I sold the most. How?
Wow.
No money, but there was money. Because comfort chocolate, get the safe chocolate, and that was me writing. And yeah, I forgot to say something. So my boxes, yeah, so it comes with a note, right? So imagine you getting a box of chocolate and then a note of stay safe.
So personalized.
Yes, personalized, personalized chocolate box. So that was it. And then people just believed in the value Ring was doing. People were chocolating with me. You know how banks say thanks for banking with us. I say thanks for chocolating with me. When you patronize me, you chocolate with me. So people actually saw the value and then I made the brand feel like it's not just chocolate you can get from supermarkets. There are some people that stay close to supermarkets and then they still call me, hi, I need you to mix chocolates for me and then deliver to me at XYZ locations. And then Ring is always there to just come through. So that's it.
Okay, interesting story about chocolating with Ryan. All right, so
you start Ring. So I yanked out the last 4 letters. So Catherine, Rain. Do you understand?
Okay. It makes sense. Makes sense. I want to quickly do a quick recap of three important points that I've picked. I know a lot of people may have picked even more than what I have picked, but I want to bring 3 points. Number one that you've said is that one, you were bold, that you have that self-confidence in yourself. So out there to anybody who wants to start any venture, any idea, they want to start any idea, always remember that you need to be bold. Remember what Ryan shared with us right now. And that, that your mom asked you that, are you sure you really want to do this? Will it move? And you say, trust me, it's Rain, right? All right. So I think number one, it's very fantastic that people actually do have a level of self-confidence in themselves. Okay, so whatever it is that you want to do, regardless of the sector, regardless of the type of business, you need to have an exceptional confidence in whatever it is that you want to do. If you are going to fail, fail and fail forward. Okay, the people who do not fail at all are people who do not try anything new or exciting. That's number one. I also picked that you ran a survey and you try to listen to the market. I've seen a lot of people try to start stuff, and you don't even check what the market is saying. You don't want to know what people are thinking. You just believe you have a good idea, and automatically that idea has to be accepted by everyone. Meanwhile, it is the market that determines what you should sell. So as much as possible, you want to ensure that you also do your market survey. Indirectly, you listen to the market. And there are different tools today. They have complex survey carrying out tools. And she's mentioned that she used Twitter. There are people that you can run your polls on LinkedIn, you can run polls on Facebook, and I even think on Instagram. I didn't get that ring.
I use Twitter and Google Docs. Yes.
Good.
Google Forms rather.
Google Forms. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's fantastic. That's number two. I'm beginning to forget my third point now. Number three, massive support from friends. Now, I picked it while you're speaking. Days that you are giving up on the entire business and you're already thinking, let me look for something else to do. But you mentioned that your friends keep saying, "Hey, we see value we see value in what you're doing. We see value in what you're doing," and that also inspired you to forge ahead and move forward. And you experimented with your savings. You did not go to the bank to pick up loans. You started small and you're growing big. All right. So I think those are the quick points that I have picked from what you have said. Just a couple of more questions and we'll let you go. Do you currently have corporate clients?
Corporate
clients. Do you serve is it fully B2B or do you do B2C? Sorry, is it fully B2C or do you actually serve corporate clients in your business?
I don't serve corporate clients. Most of my clients are individuals. Because for corporate clients, I wanted to work with someone and then they were like, they don't want my brand name on my box. Like, they don't want this. I should go and make another box just for them. While all my boxes are branded. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So
that's white. That principle is called white labeling. So when you create a product and you don't brand it at all, it's called white labeling. So that way any other person can put their brand on it.
They said they didn't want any form of my identity. They didn't even want my card. They didn't want my, and I'm like, no. I even though the offer was looking yummy, I declined it because my box. I've had people say, "Oh, you deliver to XYZ location. Can you deliver to me? You deliver to my sister. Can you deliver to me?" I love the referrals I'm getting. So because I just want to just save you, then I should just yank off, forget my brand name. No, I refer them to someone that could do that, but it wasn't something I was comfortable doing. So I don't work with corporate clients. I rather work with individuals that actually understand why they are sending it. Now they are not just buying chocolates because they want to buy. They are buying chocolates because it's packaged as a gift. It comes with a ribbon. I didn't ribbon it up, coming with a box of your loved one's best set of chocolates and a personalized card. So those are my target audience. I'm not targeting people that just want to
Beautiful.
Yes. So it's a value that I'm creating for my brand. So
beautiful. Did you in starting this business or in rebranding this business, did you write a business plan? And are you following that business plan?
No, I didn't write a business plan because I see myself as, those who know me personally know that when it comes to my business, I'm very creative. There are many things I've created for my business. Like there was a time I was just looking at different chocolates on my bed, and then I saw 30 red chocolates, and boom, I created a red box. And then the red box is my best seller right now. I was looking at that, and that time I was looking at my chocolate, and then I just saw plenty blue, and I created like a blue box of chocolate. That one is another great best seller. I've created different types of box. I've created different type of boxes.
All right, but Catherine, my question is this: Have you sat down to think about the business and to write a business plan?
When I was rebranding, I didn't do a business plan. The business plan came along the line. That's the point I'm trying to make. However, this is not how Rain Chocolate is going to be for life. There is going to be an upgrade. But for now, there's a business plan for that. But then it cannot be executed because of funds.
Okay, so what you are saying is, what I'm hearing you say is, you actually do have a business plan for a bigger version of the business.
Yes.
However, currently, you are not going according to that plan for funding sake, right?
Yes, but we are just currently pushing on the normal business plan.
All right. So before you go today, please just share with us, if I want to get chocolates from Catherine, if I want to chocolate with Ryan, where do I go to? How do I get Ryan?
So on Twitter, you could check us at Chocolates Rain. I don't know if you could see this.
Okay.
And on Instagram, Rain Chocolates. Rain Chocolates. Even if you type Rain Chocolates on Twitter, it's still going to come out. So Rain Chocolates is the brand. If you can see it, and here is our phone number: 07030315688. You could reach us on WhatsApp, you could reach us on Twitter, and you could reach us on Instagram. So there is
beautiful
order, and then for every order you make, when you're sending out your order, it comes with a personalized note, and I would make sure that the boxes are created to suit your taste, your preference, and then we are going to be giving a dispatch note. Now, for every order I send out, I give a dispatch note. Hi, your order has been picked up. Please expect delivery and stay on standby. If it's a third-party order, for example, someone is ordering for you, I'm going to tell the person that ordered for you, hi, Damilola's order has been picked. And I'm going to tell you, hi, Damilola, this is Rain Chocolate. Someone has ordered a box of chocolate to be delivered to you at Ikeja. Please put your phone on standby and expect delivery. Now everybody knows, like, people carry people along. When you get your order, and then my rider confirms to me that he has delivered, now I go to meet the person that ordered for you. Hi, Damilola's order has been dispatched. Thanks for chocolating with me. We'll be looking forward to subsequent referrals and patronages from you. And then the transaction ends. And I make sure I try to follow the person on all platforms. So just to create this, I can't remember the word in marketing, the act of putting your brand out there so your customers can subtly remember. Like on WhatsApp, always posting content all the time. So even if they are sleeping one time, and then someone say, "Oh,
brand recognition."
Yes, I need an urgent this thing. I know someone that can deliver to you today. Yeah, they'll just share the number just like that. So I try to put this remembering, brand recognition is not the word, the act of subtly reminding your customers that you're still here. You're advertising, but you're not advertising so much. I don't like sending DCs to customers because it is very, very distant. But then a lot, like 80% of those that view my status on WhatsApp are my customers. So I'm actually very, very relaxed. I'm actually doing the right thing. When it's month end, you see salary earners come to say, please, they just pay salary. I don't want to finish on my salary and chocolate, because they know that, okay, ring is there. That's it.
Mm.
Yes,
One of
advertising. Yes, I
okay,
remember.
covered advertising. All right, beautiful. It's a pleasure having this conversation with you, Ryan. We wish you all the best in everything, everything that you are doing. Congratulations on your business. Congratulations on that business plan that you have written that you are going to use to expand. Okay, and we hope to catch you again sometime soon and to tell us the bigger version of what you have done with Ryan
I
Chocolates. Thank
honestly
you for chocolating with us. All right, thank you for chocolating with us and have a wonderful day, Catherine.
have a
Thanks for
chocolatey day is the word.
you too. All right, guys. So you heard it from Catherine of Ryan Chocolate, and I hope we picked up one or two lessons from some of the things that she's done with our own traditional business model. There, interesting to note that even without complicated business plans and documentations, she's been able to put her feet in the waters. She's leveraged technology despite being a traditional business model in one or two places. She's used WhatsApp, she's used Twitter to run polls, she's gathered insights from family and friends, she's leveraged personal savings to bootstrap a business. She's also depended on our friends to put the word out there for her, and she's relied on the self-confidence that she's had about herself and about her business, and that will be all we'll be taking from the conversation with Catherine today. Just before we leave, in the last couple of minutes, I want to share with you the difference between a startup and a small business. Interestingly, I don't see any response in the chat box. So I assume you're all waiting for me to do that definition for you. Okay, so it's simple. A startup, the difference between a startup and a business is not in the size of the business, but in the business model. A small business, businesses could be defined as micro, small, mid, or large, depending on the turnover, depending on the amount of money that flows in and flows out. So that size can determine, can help define the size of a business. However, a startup runs a unique model that is easily scalable and then has exponential growth. So a startup is not necessarily a big or small company, because it's always assumed that because a business is just starting, it's a startup. No. Once a business is starting on a model that is not traditional, that is not well known, that is new, that is not conventional, and has a tendency to scale quickly, exponentially, and scalable, meaning it's most likely leveraging technology to enable it grow fast, acquire thousands and millions of customers at a go. That business can be termed to be a startup. A small business is your regular traditional business, however, can be categorized based on size: micro, small, medium, large, and depending on the country that you're using the lexicon to define. Okay, so it's a pleasure having this conversation. It's been a wonderful 30 minutes. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday again, where we have our expose. I'm not going to tell you what the topic is. So let's catch here. Let's see here Thursday evening again, and we'll have this wonderful conversation. Have a wonderful evening, people. Bye.